Mario Kart is a series that really needs no introduction at this point. We know these games are of quality, and each installment marks an even higher height for the series, and 8 is a perfect example of this. But even with that being the case, there are still things that they could do to make it even better. What are those things? Well, stick around and find out. The Mario Kart series has evolved immensely over the years, always adjusting itself, at times adding things for a brief moment then taking them away, at other points making major changes that add to the complexity and depth of the races. What started as a wacky racing game full of beloved Nintendo characters has turned into a wacky racing game full of beloved Nintendo characters with strategic elements. The series has done well with keeping the core recognizable over the years, and it should be commended for it. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe stands as the latest entry at this point, and while we can say without a doubt Mario Kart 9 will be a thing, we really have no definitive idea when that will occur or what it'll look like. Odds are we have a few years still, but while we're waiting, I figured that since we have time before its next release, Mario Kart 8 could see some changes. Now, keep in mind, a few of these are pie in the sky, while others are definitely more plausible. Let's just have fun with it, alright? The first change I'd like to see implemented, funny enough, would affect somebody in first place more than anybody, and that change is to make coins not appear as items after players already have a max of 10. This applies mainly to players in first place because, understandably so, as a way to mitigate the possibility of an unfair advantage, but honestly, there shouldn't be that much of a dud pile for players to collect, especially since there can still be ways to make it more fair to other races without completely screwing over the person in first place, drivers, or anybody that already has a max of 10, because like I said, after that, why am I still carrying these? Why? If I had to pick anything that would leave first, it would definitely be that. It's so pointless. Speaking of pointless, and since we're on the topic of items, why can't we cycle between the ones that we collect? In Double Dash, this was great, but this should definitely make a return. If I get a banana peel primarily and a red shell secondary, I don't want to have to use my peel just to get to the red shell because my current situation may not be the most advantageous for the banana peel. But that doesn't mean that at no point would be in the race. Maybe I could use it better later on. Likewise, I'm not going to throw out food for later just because I have food now or I'm full right now. That doesn't make any sense. And not being able to item swap doesn't make any sense. Mario Kart isn't a series that has ever really called for a story, but so why not? Mario Tennis now has a game with a story, and even Mario Party has a game with a story mode in it. Yes, you heard me right, Mario Party. That alone should be reason enough to justify and call for something like this to be added. Obviously, I'm not proposing we get a story in the way that Need for Speed has a story, but a nice little mini story, maybe 3 to 4 hours in length, would be pretty cool to see. Again, Mario Party DS, story mode in there. Oh, what's that over there in that bed? Oh wait, it's my case because I just rested it. Back to the items one more time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, but whatever happened to specific items for certain characters? See, this is why Mario Kart Double Dash will forever be a game that is talked about in regards to this series, whether you guys like it or not. But why can't this be a thing again? This will make characters feel even more unique from one another. But let's look back. In Double Dash, Yoshi had his egg, Mario and Luigi had their fire, Bowser and Bowser Jr. had Big Bowser Shell. We should have this again, and a much greater extent overall. Every character needs their, this is my item, and you can't use it because you're not me, I'm me, so deal with it. Yeah, take that. I hate to bring up Mario Tennis Aces again in a non-Mario Tennis video, but again, items like these would serve as the closest thing to a special in that game. Every character in that game has a unique special that makes that character who they are. Having an item that makes a racer in Mario Kart feel like them should be the exact same thing. It's what makes each character unique. Aside from the customizable cars and the changes like that, we should also have items as well. Mario Kart 8 loves gliders, and that's cool. Serving as a way to get from one part of the course to another is pretty sweet. But if I could take something from Sega All-Star Racing Transformed, it would be the ability to have the kart transform into planes. But As a way to avoid any potential spillover from that game, they could again make each character have their own specific unique plane in the style and homage to their universe or respective personality. Maybe Bowser's cart turns into a ship like in Odyssey. Maybe Rosalina's turns into a Luma-shaped plane. I think you get what I'm going for here. But just think of what this would mean for the races. First off, flying is way better than gliding, period. But if one half of the race is on road, next thing you know, the whole rest of the race is in the air. That would be so awesome. Speaking of awesome, another thing I would really like to see would be a new mode, what I would call long races, or maybe we could even call it long run, where the game would connect stages through a cup together through one seamless race. Imagine starting a race in the Flower Cup on Mario Circuit and ending that exact same race in Shy Guy Falls. That would be nuts. I know we have section races for things like Rainbow Road and whatnot, but this would be way bigger and better if you ask me. If they could make the transition between stages seamless, so you know, okay, we're leaving Mario Circuit and we're entering Toad Harbor. Look at these buildings, you can tell we're in Toad Harbor now. That would be so awesome. It would be like a race through different towns or even states. This would be so different. Hey, maybe we could fly there. They added the whole transforming cart thing, just saying. Speaking of modes, I really think the battle mode could use an addition as well. Now there's some variety there, but what Nintendo decided to let Mario Kart share in the Royale Arena with a massive bumper cart or battle car mode. Players would be able to customize their carts and prepare for war. The closest thing we have to this is the balloon fighting, and it is definitely a classic to the series at this point, but there could always be more. I'm picturing a spacious map with players starting at different ends of it, of course. Maybe we all meet in the middle to cause chaos, with the point being to either knock others into traps or off the board entirely. I feel like this could work out really well and serve as a nice alternative to what we've gotten so far with battle mode, because honestly, it's something I really don't touch much, but with this added, perhaps I would. What about you guys? Let me know that. You know, over the years, Mario Kart has delved into customization a little bit, little tweaks here and there. As I've said before, we can now customize our carts and our gliders, something that we really weren't able to do many years ago. Something that I know that many people have been talking about, and I feel like it'd be a good idea too as well, custom tracks. Now, obviously, I understand customizing a track would be a huge, grand, Herculean undertaking if you really wanted to get into the nitty-gritty details of each and every single stage. I understand it would be a lot. Maybe we could have like a fast editor version. We could have the long version where you take time and put the pieces together, or a version where you can simply just take presets and place them on a course and really make it as big as you want. This would set a lot of different things in motion. First off, what if we could create our own cups? That would be freaking sweet. We could challenge our friends to custom cups that we created in a long run. And I'm sorry, I love that idea so freaking much. But that'd be cool though. What do you guys think about custom stages for Mario Kart? Is something that you would do? Would you partake in that, or are you like, this is too much for me? Now, granted, there is a lot of variety there, with both original stages from Mario Kart 8 itself and also having a back catalog from different games. Yes, I'm not here to debate that, I know. But having the ability to create your own stages and your own cup, furthermore, would you guys partake in that? That would be very interesting. Do you like a character that's not in Mario Kart? Say a Captain Falcon, Star Fox, it would be my case, Ness, or something like that, some Nintendo character that's not in Mario Kart. Let's say, for this idea, you can put an amiibo on your Switch, you can have the amiibo, then bring a preset for your creative stage that resembles their world. For instance, let's say I have a Fox amiibo, right? And I'm creating a stage, I place the Fox amiibo down, all of a sudden there's an R-Wing in my stage, or there's a building that's kind of similar to a building in Cornelia. Something that adds personality from an outside Nintendo character. That would be so awesome. No, I don't have Captain Falcon, but I have this Captain Falcon amiibo, and therefore my custom stage has the Blue Falcon in it. I'm seeing different things from this universe. That will be so freaking cool. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna stop right there because I'm getting more mad about these ideas that I got. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about these Mario Kart ideas? Do you think that these are just too grand for Mario Kart 8? Could we save them for Mario Kart 9? When do you think we'll be getting that? I have so many questions. I want to see you guys talk. I want to see what you guys think. And as always, be sure to, if you like the video, just like it, share it with a friend who likes Mario Kart and would like to see some changes being made and can't wait for Mario Kart 9. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're not. Check out the website at www.fanatics4.com. We got some stuff on there that you might not even see on the channel. Be sure to check in every Tuesday and Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time for videos just like this. I wouldn't say the podcast anymore. We have a podcast going up on a different channel, so stay tuned for that news. And I will see you guys again next week. Bye.